Good morning, my Gen X crew. Today is July the 26th at 7:26 a.m. 7:26. I'm out for my morning ruck. I'm going to do about 4 miles with about 32.5 pounds. And today I'm going to be put to the test. I got family coming in from Florida, and we're going to meet over in Corona, California for a barbecue. So it's going to be my brother-in-law, my older sister, and my little sister and her kids. Normally, whenever my older sister and I get together, we drink. Man, when we drink like Vikings. Her husband's gonna be there. It's double trouble. My little sister doesn't drink, so that's a good thing. But I haven't seen my older sister and my brother-in-law in a while. They're probably gonna be like, hey, let's drink, you know? And this time around, well, let's see what happens, because my standards have changed. Before, I used to drink, you know, on social occasions. Also, whenever I would drink, I get the drunk munchies and I start chasing after sugars and sweets and sodas or regular sodas, and just I'd pig out. But now that I've changed my lifestyle and my standards, it's I'm a different animal. So now I have my goals. I want to be at 10% body fat by July 29th. Oof, we're getting close. And so far I'm tracking in the right direction. And I normally fast on Mondays to make up for any excess calories that I take in over the weekend. But if I go to this barbecue, we're gonna have tortillas, we're gonna have carne asada, we're gonna have guacamole, and we're also gonna have, of course, there's gonna be some desserts. So normally the way it plays out is we end up eating, well, me, whenever I eat tortillas, breads and stuff like that and carbs, I end up being hungrier and start wanting to snack. So if there's tortillas, I'm gonna be rolling them up in some kind of burrito or just eating my food with them. And then that's gonna lead to chips and then some desserts. So this time around, it's going to be a lot different. I'm going to have the pressure of, hey, let's drink. And then they're going to look at me a little different, because they're going to be like, hey, why are you just putting everything on a plate? Your meat, your guacamole, and your rice and beans, and you're not eating tortillas, They'll pick up on these things. I think I'm just going to say, hey, I got my goal of hitting 10% body fat by the time I turn 50. So this is part of my journey, and this is what I plan on doing, and I'm hoping that maybe the kids will pick up on, hey, look, Uncle Adam isn't drinking. What? Hey, look, Uncle Adam doesn't weigh 180 pounds anymore. It's like, who is this guy? So hopefully they'll realize that you don't have to go along with what everybody else is doing and what everybody else asks you to do. You can be your own person. And also, if you ever do become the drinking Uncle Adam that weighs 180 pounds, you can always change and become someone else. That saying that people say is that people never change. Well, that's bullshit. I change constantly. And it's always for the better, luckily, not for the worse. So today will be a challenge. What will happen? Will I cave to pressure and start drinking and eating tortillas and, desserts? And now Mondays I normally fast, like I said, for these excess calories. Instead, on Monday I wake up feeling like shit. And also that whole fast would be for nothing, because with all the alcohol and all the extra junk food, or not junk food, but desserts, that would just put my calories way higher in excess that I'm normally used to exceeding them by. Today is going to be a challenge. Well, I get through the day without drinking and tortillas and desserts. Well, you're gonna have to stay tuned. I will let you guys know on Monday. Also, Wednesday, I'm going to be doing another DEXA to see where I'm at. So you want to stay tuned for that. And if you guys are on your weight loss journey, you're a Gen Xer and you're trying to get stronger, get in better shape, follow along my channel. Maybe you might learn something from me that might help you reach your goals. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, liking my videos. Be sure to hit the notification bell and support the channel by checking out the merch in the description below. And I will see you guys Monday.